Hi guys, welcome to Gentle Flow at the hour of noon. Welcome, welcome. Yay, humans. Hi guys, as you start to get set up, make sure you have a blanket handy for the knees. We are going to be doing a little bit of work on the knees today, so make sure that you have that available. Hey, newfound wellness. Yay. Love it. Welcome, guys. So as you set up, grab your mat, grab a blanket. If you have props, you're welcome to use them. I wanted to focus on some twisting today and some heart opening. I received some requests for heart openers this morning, so I wanted to bring those into the practice. And the twist will be a little bit deeper. So if you are with child, just be mindful and choose a more open twist. I'll be giving options throughout. Hi, Patricia. You're beautiful too. I literally just showered, so thank you for motivating me to keep up my personal hygiene, guys. So blanket, mat. If you need anything else, feel free to grab that, and we're going to do a half hour of twists and heart opening. So let's begin, and we're going to come to a comfortable laying down position. I'm going to recommend if you want to have the legs extended straight away, that will feel nice. If there's any other shape that's more comfortable for you, then definitely choose that position. But let's head to the mat, have a blanket or towel handy, and yeah, a sense of humor as well. Just kidding, but not really. Come to the mat and relax the body down. And again, I'm going to be giving lots of options throughout, so be sure to choose the option that works best for you. So just allow the body to relax to the floor. You might have the arms resting alongside the body. You might have the legs extended straight out in front of you. Just start to be particular with how you set up the body, even something as simple as laying the body down, bringing awareness to your preferences, to how the body feels, letting the eyes close, and right away noticing the quality of the breath in the body. It's been said that everything we need to know about ourselves at any given moment can be observed in the breath. So allow your breath to inform you as to how you're feeling right now. If it's small and a little shy, if it's already deep and flowing freely. Suspending judgment as you observe how the breath is moving, and instead just let it inform you. Let it deepen your awareness of your current state. And take 3 very deep, very full breaths to help reset and land on the mat, to transition into the body. If you want to breathe out of the mouth as you exhale, if you want to only breathe through the nose, pick and choose the type of breathing that works best for you. There's no right or wrong way to breathe. There is just what works well for you. So with the mind more focused on the breath and the body, on the next inhale, start to reach the arms back behind you and extend the legs all the way out in front of you. Get so long on the mat, and on your out breath, guide the right knee towards you. Firmly hold on to the shin. Move the knee a bit from side to side, right to left, just feeling out the hip socket, breathing into the belly. And then keeping the left hand on the shin or the knee, let the right arm relax to the ground. Start to draw the right leg over you for the twist, and you might move the knee up towards the shoulder. You might move the knee away from the body towards the front of the mat. Play with where the knee goes and send the stretch into different areas in the low back, in the spine. Take another breath just to explore the twist. And then on your inhale, bring that knee back to center. Place the right hand on the knee. Flex both feet. Left arm relaxes down. Guide the right knee to the right side of the mat. Open up and release the twist. Take a deep belly breath. And then starting to guide the leg towards you on the next inhale. Send the leg up into the air. Interlace the fingers on the back of the leg. Really push the thigh bone into the hands as you press up through the heel. Take a breath in to just bring a gentle stretch to the hamstring. And keep the legs straight and alert. Let the arms relax down. And as you breathe out, float the right leg to the floor, observing hip, observing joint, observing body. And once the leg touches down, give it that soft shake. On your inhale, reach the arms back behind you again. And on your out breath, left knee travels in. Interlace the fingers around the shin and move the knee a bit from side to side. Notice the difference between the sides. Sometimes it's quite obvious, sometimes it's quite subtle. And then keeping the right hand on the knee, let the left arm relax to the ground and start to guide this leg over you for the twist. And again, you can bring the knee closer to the chest or further away. Play around with it. You might just stay in one spot. Be curious as to where it sends the stretch. Relax the face, the jaw, the tongue. And starting to coax the knee back to center. Left hand lands on the knee or the shin. Right arm relaxes down. Guide the left knee to the left side of the mat, even squeezing both glutes as you stretch out the inner thigh. One deep belly breath. Option to sigh the breath out is always there. And then start to guide the leg towards you. Extend the left foot up into the air. Interlace the fingers just beneath the knee. Resist hands and leg into one another. Resistance as you stretch. And take a long inhale with the sense of the air moving into the back of the leg. And then just keeping legs straight and strong, let the arms relax down, slowly lower leg. Curious as to how hip feels, how body feels. Let it be touched down and held by the floor. Inhale, reach the arms back one last time, extend and expand. And on the out breath, pull both knees up and in towards you. Wrap the arms around that legs, that feeling of containment, that self-hug. And on an inhale, stretch the right arm back behind you and roll towards the right side body. Use this moment on side body to check in with intention. Even more important than the movement itself is the intention and purpose we have behind it. So what is your intention today? It might be moving. It might be more for the breath, for the mind, for the emotions. And finding that simple and accessible has been so helpful when setting intention these days. And with intention and simplicity considered, pressing the ground away, starting to rise up towards seated. And we're going to come right into our tabletop position. So if you want to place a blanket under the knees, now's an opportune moment to do that. I really do recommend it these days, especially if you're doing a lot of yoga. Those little paddings for the joints are helpful. Fan out the fingers. You might curl the toes under, press down into your thumb and index, making sure they're in more of that J shape. And on your next inhale, send the belly towards the mat, lift the face, coming into cow. Use the exhalation for cat, rounding the spine and grounding the knuckles down. Another 2, use your inhale, flare the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, arching through the spine, scooping the tailbone down. Last one, breathe in fully. Breathe out all the way. As you inhale, come towards a flat back. You might lift the shins up for this if it's okay for the knees, and squeeze right shoulder and right hip together, getting into the side body. Use your inhale to come to center. Your exhale, squeeze left shoulder and left hip together. Wiggle into the side body, breathing out as you scrunch shoulder and hip. Inhaling to center. See how it feels to bend the elbows as you do this. Get a little more play. Side bends, complement twists. We're just working into the spine for 3, 2, 1. On the next inhale, come back towards center and gently place the back of the right hand on the ground. Just gentle pressure, bringing the wrist into extension. And you might start to move it in different directions, getting the elbow to point towards you and away, but just enough pressure to bring the wrist in the opposite direction of flexion, which it's constantly in with yoga. So find that gentle extension, barely any pressure, just enough to open up the joint. And once you've checked in with the right hand, switching sides, the back of the left hand just lightly presses down, moving the fingers in different directions, finding a little bit of release for the wrist. Just being so kind to the smaller parts of us. And then once you have worked out the wrist, pressing the palms down, curling the toes under, start to lift the hips into your first downward facing dog, mobilize the legs, move around in it, wiggle, squiggle, pressing down through the heels, pressing down through the thumbs, breathing fully. Those options to sigh the breath out, really helpful for 3. Still pressing down into thumb and index fingers for 2. 1, you might linger in the down dog or starting to find a flow into plank. Breathe in towards your plank position. Wait for the exhale to lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Another 2, slow and sweet. Inhale slowly towards plank, straightening the knees. Exhale, hips drift high and back. Last one, breathe in, ride the breath forward. Breathe out, ride it all the way back. Land in the down dog. Spread the toes as if they were fingers. Find that dexterity in the feet. And then on your next breath in, come back into your plank position. Squeeze the thighs, relax the jaw. You might use the knees as you bend the elbows and come all the way down onto the belly. Setting the hands up in more of a cactus shape on the floor, palms flat on the ground. As you inhale, lift the chest using arms and back muscles. And exhale, relax ribs to floor. Another 2, inhale to lift up, pressing palms into ground. Exhale to lower. Again, inhaling up, pull the shoulder blades down the back, reaching back through the toes. Exhale to release. On the next breath in, start to lift the arms, lift the legs, draw the shoulder blades together. You might stay with cactus arms or take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Draw the shoulder blades together, squeeze the glutes, bracing shoulder blades and palms towards each other. 3. Really accentuate the breath. 2. 1, exhale, relax down, place the thumbs by the mid-ribs and sneak into your first child's pose. Let the hips come back, let the forehead come down, breathe into back and side ribs and snuggle into the space between the inner thighs. And placing the hands by the shins, breathe in to stand on the knees. So again, this is where the blanket might be really handy. And press the right palm into the side of the right leg. Push palm and leg into each other. Inhale, send the left arm up into the air. As you exhale, start to side bend towards the right as you really press into the right palm so much you feel the right side body ignite. You might stay with palm on leg or pull the low ribs down and then float the right arm up without collapsing into right side. Take a deep breath into the left side, chin away from chest. Use your inhale, pull back up to center. Exhale, left palm presses into the outside of that left leg. Push them into each other. Resistance creates strength. Start to lean in towards the left side. Pulling low ribs down, squeezing legs. You might stay with hand resisting into thigh or start to float that left arm up and think of trying to open the right side of the chest towards the ceiling a little more, chin away from chest, even squeezing glutes. Another breath. Grip the core to guide you back up. As you exhale, start to cactus the arms. Draw the shoulder blades together. Take an inhale to maybe touch them. Exhaling, taking the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades together. You might stay here or with toes curled under. Use the legs to guide you back. Keep the low ribs pulled down. Use this to wake up front body quadriceps. How much can you breathe? One more beat here. Use your inhale, pull the body forward, unlock the hands with control. Revisit tabletop shape. Curling the toes under, lift the hips high and back, downward facing dog. You are welcome to reclaim the breath and relax in down dog, or coming through a slow vinyasa. Modify where you need. Breathe in towards plank. Knees down if it serves you. Chaturanga on the out breath. Inhale through either cobra or up dog, what feels good. Exhale, coming through the knees or swinging the hips back, moving into your down dog. Breathe a lot for 3. The breath fall onto the floor for 2. 1. Looking at the space between the hands. Step, walk, or hop to the space at the top of the mat. Feet parallel in the forward fold. Use your inhale, lift the spine halfway, puff the heart. Exhale, fold, soft bend in the knees. One more time. Inhale, lift the spine halfway, top of head to top of mat. Exhale, fold, gentle bend in the knees. Lift the toes up to press down into the heels and gradually sit back into a chair pose. Keeping that nice squeeze of the glutes, that fullness of breath. And then pressing into the feet, inhale, rise up, arms up. Right hand gently holds the left wrist. As you exhale, lean towards the right. As you squeeze the kneecaps and pull the low ribs down. Take an inhale into the left side. Staying in the side bend, as you exhale, bend the knees, let the torso drape forward and down. Hands will frame the feet. As you inhale, step the left toes towards the back of the mat. Gently place the left kneecap down. That blanket might be handy. Inhale, send the arms up into the air for the low lunge. Snuggle the right thumb into the hip crease. Stretch the left arm up. Take the left arm to the outside of that right leg. If you're preggers, left hand on the ground. Once you have that resistance there, you might place palms into each other. Looking over shoulder, draw that right thigh bone back. One breath, maybe into chest. Belly's a little occupied. Stay aware of the exit. Engage the core and slowly unravel rather than snapping out. Place the hands down, framing the right foot. Inhale to shift the bum back, lift the toes up. Find a stretch for the back of the leg. Dig the right heel into the floor, pull the body forward. Left palm underneath the shoulders, straighten left leg. Inhale, send the right arm up into the air, a different kind of twist. Opening the right side of the chest up to the ceiling if it's there. Breathing out, right hand inside the right foot, left heel down, crawl back to a wide-legged forward fold. Never get tired of this view. And then exhale to bend the left knee, stretching out that right inner leg. One breath at the back of the mat. Use your inhale, crawl towards the top of the mat, turn to face the top of the mat, and step the left foot forward beside the right. Place the feet where you feel steady. As you inhale at the spine halfway, squeeze backs of legs. Exhale, full gentle bend in the knees. Starting by lifting the toes and then gently sitting back into your chair pose. Maybe trying a little less. Notice if you overly squeeze, find that middle ground of effort in your chair. On your inhale, rise up. Left hand holds the right wrist. Exhale over towards the left as you squeeze the thighs. Even glutes. Keep legs strong to support side bend. Body still in side bend. Bend the knees, let gravity drape you forward and down. Hands frame the feet. Inhale to step the right toes to the back of the mat. Gently place the knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms into the air, framing face with upper arm bones. Take the left thumb, snuggle it into the left hip, pull it back, stretch the right arm up, taking right arm to outside of left leg or fingertips to floor if you are with child. And then pressing the arm and leg into each other, palms might press. Left thigh bone back, right thigh bone forward, send the eyes where it feels right. If you're feeling wobbly, eyes to floor, or maybe starting to look behind. With control, grip the belly, unravel using core strength, hands gently touch down. Inhale, shifting back, lifting left toes up. Keep a micro bend in the left knee, squeezing left glute. As you breathe out, step into the left foot, right palm down, straighten the right leg, send the left arm up into the air. Maybe you're opening the chest to the ceiling, finding a little bit of a reverse direction twist. Breathing out, left hand down, right heel down, crawl back, wide-legged shape. Make sure the heels are in line with one another. Bending the right knee to whatever depth feels good. Take a full round of breath, right knee bend. Use your inhale, crawl all the way to the top of the mat, pivot. Once facing the top of the mat, step right foot forward beside the left. As you inhale, lift the spine halfway, flat back. As you exhale, fold soft knees. As you inhale, sit back into that chair pose. Let it ground you in the legs. Let it warm you in the legs. Wait for an inhale to rise up, arms up, and then exhaling, hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Draw the shoulder blades together, puff the heart here, lift the chin, and breathe for 3. In this moment, can you use bottoms of shoulder blades to lift the heart to the front of the chest as you pull the low ribs down? Feel the firmness of the core shooting energy up through the sternum and the chest. Breathe 3. Core strong, heart open. 2. 1. Unlock the hands, relax the shoulders. Feel that tension that tends to congregate in the shoulders drop down through the body, down through the legs and out through the feet. Closing the eyes, practicing that body scan. Noticing where you are, what you feel, the breath in you. And just taking the intention you chose with you through Sun Salutation A. When you're ready, on an inhale, stretch the arms up into the air. On the exhale, dive through the hips, soft bend in the knees. As you inhale, lift the spine halfway, flat back, open chest. Exhaling, placing the hands down, stepping back, strong plank. Knees down if you need, bend the elbows as you lower. Inhale through up dog or cobra, core still strong. Exhale, coming through the knees or sweeping the hips through the air, down dog for 3. Observing breath and letting it tell you things about you while you're here for 2. Is the breath labored? Is it free? And looking towards the top of the mat, step, walk, or hop in that direction. Inhale at the spine halfway, feel its length. Exhale, fold, gentle bends in the knees. As you inhale, reach the arms up into the air, eyes up. Exhaling, hands towards heart center. Second time, inhale, reach above. Exhale, dive slowly with control. Inhale, the spine halfway, flat back. Breathing out, hands down, stepping or springing back. Chaturanga, slow and controlled. Inhale through the back bend that suits you best, arms strong. Exhale, lift high, float back and through, downward facing dog. Breathe in the down dog 3. Deep breaths 2. Working from our down dog, pressing into both feet, both hands. As you inhale, float the right leg up into the air, press back through the heel. Use strength of core as you step the right foot forward, breathing out. Left knee has a subtle bend. Inhale, rise up into the high lunge, arms framing the face, overly focus on the feet. Feel their grip on the ground. Right thumb into the right hip crease to pull the right hip back, stretch the left arm, take it to the outside of the right leg. Push arm and leg together, maybe straightening left leg, thumb can stay in hip crease, palms press, elbow up, left hand on the floor if you got a bun in the oven. On and out breath, with control, moving from the core. Unravel, place the hands inside of the right foot. Left heel to the ground, crawl back to a wide-legged shape. Bend the left knee, stretching out right inner thigh. You might airplane the arms, you might keep them down, you choose. Breathing in, crawling to the top of the mat, turn to face the right foot, stepping back, downward facing dog. Only putting in a vinyasa if you have some energy to burn. If it's calling your name, breathe 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send that left leg into the air, lifting from hamstring and glute. Breathing out, keeping hips high, step the left foot softly between the thumbs. Give the right knee that micro bend. Inhale, rise up into the legs, pressing down through the feet. Take that left thumb, snuggle it into the hip crease, stretch the right side as you guide it into the twist or hand to floor. Resist tricep and thigh into each other, palms might press. Not relying too much on the leg, getting the core to grip. You might look down if you feel wobbly. Feel the strength and support of the right leg. Like you're leaving a twisted sit-up. Engage the core. Unravel and bring hands to inside of left foot. Right heel to the ground, crawl back, wide-legged shape, bending the right knee, relieving left inner leg. Use your inhale, crawl all the way to the top of the mat, pivot, and then stepping that left foot back into your down dog. You might flow, you might rest. Breathe 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise onto tippy toes. Exhale, place knees down into tabletop shape. So again, grabbing a blanket if you need. So with the shorter practices, you kind of got to choose between peak posture and balance. I'm going for peak. I'm going to come towards the option to play around with camel pose, that bit of a heart opener. So keeping the knees on the floor. I really do recommend a blanket because it just makes the experience that much more enjoyable and less intense. Curling the toes under, interlace the fingers and draw the shoulder blades together, opening up through the heart. You are already in the heart opener in this moment. Anything after this is gravy. So you really want to squeeze the inner thighs, the low belly. You might stay here. If you do choose to lower back, not collapsing into the low back is key. Keep the front body closed, the legs nice and firm, and use the thighs to guide you back. And you might start to reach for the heels while still keeping front body closed and legs nice and strong, drawing shoulder blades together, lifting the chest towards the ceiling without opening up too much and collapsing into low spine. Go where you can breathe. If you've gone somewhere and the breath has been taken away, you've gone too far. Really let the breath talk to you. Take another breath in the shape that you've chosen. And it's the legs that bring you home. Feel them squeeze and pull you back up. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to feel the effects. We're going to do one more. So again, front body stays closed so that we're not collapsing in the low back. Sometimes if you've done camel pose, you might end up with that tight feeling in your low spine. That's the collapse. You want to grip the low belly. You want to grip the thighs. Keep this area solid to support the heart opener. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades together. Low ribs stay closed. The legs are strong. Starting to guide yourself back using the quadriceps, or just stay here and breathe. Just as effective. Go where you can breathe. Go where you're still supported by abdominals and legs. Hold for 3. Good chance to let stuff go. 2. 1. Inhale, drift back up. Take a moment to either sit on the heels or cross the legs. Find a comfortable seated position and close the eyes for a moment. Resting hands in lap or palms pressed together. Hand on heart, hand on belly. Choose something to center and ground you, and take a moment to come towards self-observation. What is the breath telling you now? Observing what the posture brought to the surface. And suspending judgment while you observe what rises up. Take as long as you need in this place of self-observation, of stillness and reflection. When you are ready, just opening the eyes, coming back to your surroundings. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I hope it was a helpful practice and one that helped open up front body, gave you some twisting, and brought a nice break to the middle of your day. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here and for joining me on the mat. It means a great deal. And I hope that you have a lovely week. Take extra good care of yourself. The happy hour class that I offer on Thursdays is now going to be at 4 p.m., so a little bit earlier in the day. I guess people want a day drink. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much. And yeah, pivot for life. That's a Ross from Friends quote right there. Happy Monday, Patricia. So good to see you guys. Sending you all love. Take fiercely good care of yourselves. And see you on the mat. Have a great day.